All right, here we go. Let's start in a standing position at the top of the mat. Welcome to Yoga Sculpt. And as you stand there, just do a little movement, shake out the wrists, maybe treads from foot to foot. I like to think of it like a kitten who kind of lifts one foot up and then the other, just pouring down on the blanket. Notice how you feel as you roll the shoulders back and down. So it's important to warm up the body before we start our sculpt work, making sure there's plenty of blood flow for the muscles. And it's great that you're doing sculpt because building muscle is really an important part of our health. It adds bone density for a start. All right, let's move up. Inhale, reach the hands up, and exhale, forward fold. Little sun breath here. Inhale the hands to the shins. Exhale to the earth. Inhale, drop the buttocks, lift the eyes, reverse swan dive. Exhale, prayer. Now I'm going to encourage you to breathe through the nose today, even as you warm up and there's a big inhale, lift up, exhale, forward fold. Even as there's a big demand for oxygen in the body as you warm up. Reverse swan dive. Exhale, prayer. Let's do 3 more of those. Breathing through the nose. So if you find yourself having to breathe through the mouth, just drop back a peg or two. So athletic performance is now being discovered, or there's a lot of research that's showing that athletic performance improves for those athletes who train through nasal breathing. Rate of recovery is faster. 1 more sun breath. Exhale, pray. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen crown to tail. Exhale, drop that left foot back. Drop the left knee and inhale, reach up, kneeling warrior. Good. And then exhale, lift that knee up into your runner's lunge and drop the hands onto your front thigh, that right thigh. Hinge forward at the hip and bring the left elbow back as much as you can, hand touching the ribs. Make a fist as if you're holding a weight here, and then straighten the arm, tricep extension, and bend the elbow. Notice my elbow doesn't move. Try that again. Extend, bend, extend, that's it, bend, extend, bend. So tricep extension, we want the elbow stationary as you extend it and close it. And then inhale, come up, drop the hands down beside you. Palms face forward, make fists. And bend at the elbow, bicep curl. Good. No moving the elbow up, bicep curl. Just feeling that motion. Whoops. Keeping the balance. Now the next time you do a bicep curl, lift the elbows up to shoulder level. Hands rotate forward and then lift up, overhead shoulder press. Down, up, down, up. So just the basic moves of shoulders, bicep, tricep, arms. Exhale, reach up and then step back, downward facing dog. Your legs should be feeling plenty of heat from that. Inhale, lift the left foot up. Bring the left foot forward, drop the right knee. And then inhale, come up, kneeling warrior on the other side. Curl the toes at the back foot, lift the back knee, come up into your runner's lunge. And then exhale, drop both hands down to that front thigh. And then bring the right elbow back, rib close, make a fist, tricep extension, right arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up, bicep curl to the shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoulder press. 1, 2, good. 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, sweep the hands to the top of the mat. Step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, prayer. Feet hip width distance apart. Bend the knees, push the hips back. Come into your chair pose, Utkatasana. And so with the chair pose, we want those hips right back. If your knees are bending over the toes, you want to push the hips back. Now sweep the left hand back. Look back at the left hand. And then change. Right hand back. Switch. 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 And switch. Come back to chair pose. Inhale, standing. Exhale, prayer. So 2 more in the warm-up without weights. And then we'll start to work with weights. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen crown to tail. Exhale, hands to the earth. Now step, float, walk, or jump back to high plank. You're in push-up pose. Option to be on the knees. Tighten the core of the body. Squeeze the buttocks and tuck the tailbone slightly. And then exhale, bend the elbows, come down to the ground, push up, inhale, lift up. Oh, body weight. 2, 1 more, 3. Now come down onto the belly, and there will be a little sequence. I like to use a block. You don't need a block, but a block is a nice way to do the sequence. You hold the block and you bring it behind your back and then forward. So you create a circle coming into a little back work here, low back work. Circling the block around behind you. Exhale, drop the block. Hands under shoulders, knees wide. Come on back to child pose. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward dog. Step, float, walk, or jump to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, prayer. Now the next one I like to do is I like to use blocks. This will be our last warm-up exercise. Or you can use weights on the end. That also works. I like to call this Arthur and Martha Moon. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen crown to tail. Exhale, hands to the blocks. Sometimes a chair is nice. You can use a chair here instead. Bring the left foot up and then the left hand to the left hip. So you come into your half moon pose. Now your hand could be on the ground. You don't necessarily need a block. When we use weights, your left hand is going to have a weight here. All right. Now keep the left foot up. Drop the left hand to the block or the chair or the weight and lift the right hand up. reverse or revolved half moon. Exhale down, step that left foot down. Inhale, forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Exhale, prayer. Let's try that on the other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen crown to tail. This time, left hand on the block. Right foot up. Right hand to right hip. Right hand to heaven. Whoops. Exhale, right hand down. Keep the right foot lifted. Left hand up, revolved. Half moon. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, prayer. Now grab 2 weights, anything from 1 pound to 20 pounds. And some people like to put on gloves that are weighted with sand. I have a picture of those here. All you do is you put your fingers and your hands through those. Some people like to use bangles. And quite honestly, you don't really need a lot of weight. I'm going to use 5 pounds for now. Straddle the feet. Come into warrior 2. Warrior 2 legs. Bring the weights in front of the hips. And then just open up warrior 2 arms. Notice how they feel. Exhale, lower down. Warrior 2 arms, lower down. Now warrior 2 arms, this time tip the pinky fingers towards the sky so you create a little pouring action as if you're pouring out glasses of water here. Now that's very strong on the shoulders. Even though I've got 5 pounds, I'm really feeling that. Exhale, release. Change sides. Left knee bends. Hands in front. Lift up. Pour. Down. Lift up. Pour. Down. So even with 1, 2, 3 pounds, you're going to feel this in the shoulders. Exhale, release. And have the weights at the top of the mat. Blocks at the top of the mat. All right. I'm going to have my 10s and 20s handy. So I have a little choice of weights, 5s, 10s, and 20s. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen crown to tail. Exhale, step, float, walk, or jump back high plank. Let's do 1 push-up here. And then come into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot high. Step forward with that right foot and grab your weights. I'm going to grab 10 pounds. Inhale, come up with the weights. Starting with a little leg work here, drop the left knee and lift. Just a little lunge. Drop, lift. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now come up. Bicep curl. There's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold up. Reverse. Elbows to the side. Overhead extension. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring down, step back, come through a chaturanga here, push up, inhale up, shoulders back, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog, left foot high. Woo! I'm feeling it already. Big step forward with that left foot. Come on up, runner's lunge. Hands beside you. A little knee dips here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Should be warming up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, if you're using light weights, palms forward. If you're using heavy weights, doesn't matter. If you're using no weights, just clench the fist and imagine you're holding heavy weights, bicep curls. 10, 9. So the harder you squeeze the fist and the more you imagine weight, you will feel your biceps get a nice pump here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Overhead press. Imagine they're heavy. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale. Step back, downward dog, and then come to the knees. Now, I call this next section our break. It's not really a break. You'll need your block, or a lightweight, or a towel, anything you can transfer between hands. Yeah, a slipper will be fine. I like that. That's great. All right, so start in push-up pose. We're going to do 5 push-ups or 5 chaturangas. We'll do them on the count. You remember, you can be on the knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now come on down onto your belly. Grab your block. This is where we do the back circles like we did at the beginning of the class. Now, in your first class, you might find this challenging, but over time, with consistency, you'll be amazed at how quickly you pick up performance. Lift the head, lift the block, feet off the ground. Bring the block behind you. Switch hands. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very important to strengthen the low back. Let's go back the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, hands under shoulders, knees wide, child pose. There is round 1. Bang, out of the ballpark, done. Yay. And take 5 breaths in child pose, knees wide. Make sure the belly is free to expand. Inhale, come up, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Downward dog. Right foot high to the sky, 3-legged dog. Big step forward. Drop the back heel into warrior 2 legs. And I'm going to grab my 5s again. Bring the elbows close to the ribs. Weights at the thighs. And we're just going to simply do shoulder pause, warrior 2 arms, then little pinky towards the sky, and then back. There's 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, now 10. Hold this last one, bend the elbows into goddess. We're going to go from goddess to scarecrow. Elbows don't move, just the hands. 1. So drop the hands down. Good. 2. Come up. 3. 4. Really getting into the rotated cuffs here. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Woo! Shoulders are on fire. 10. Warrior 2. Exhale that left hand down. Step back. Downward dog. Left foot high. Hello. Hello. Big step forward. Left foot. Come into warrior 2. Other side. We're going to do that whole sequence once again. Weights at the thighs. And you simply do shoulder pause, hands come up, pour the pinky finger towards the roof and then down. Even with 1 pound weights, you're going to feel that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Woo! Don't know how you would have done that with 15. Wow, that would have been hard. 3, 2. My shoulders are on fire, and I'm just using 5s. Whew. Warrior 2. Goddess. Scarecrow. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoa! And release. Warrior 2. Come on down. Step back, downward dog. And come through a little vinyasa if you like. And then grab. Make sure your block is handy. Come into push-up pose. We're going to have our rest. 5 push-ups, 5 chaturangas. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down, grab your block or whatever you have handy. We're going to work on the low back now, very important part of the body for good posture. Lift the feet, lift the hands, lift the elbows, lift the head. Around we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hands under shoulders. Come on up. Wide knee child pose. Make sure the elbows are down, head is resting. You can rest your head on hands or fists. And breathe. 2 rounds out of the ballpark. 2 rounds. Nice job. We've either got 1 or 2 rounds left. We've got two rounds left. All right. This one's very strong on the core and the legs. This is where you want to have your blocks. And I think I'm not going to go any heavier than 10 pounds for this one. Exhale, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, curl the toes. Walk, step, float, or jump to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, prayer. Now remember the one where we had the block, you lifted the foot, and you did half moon, and then you did reverse half moon. So I'm going to try that, I think, with 5 pounds, not 10. All right, so I've got my blocks here. I'm going to have to transfer the weights. All right. Inhale, come down. Exhale, lift that foot. Left hand to heaven with or without a weight. Now remember, as you bring it up, it's going to want to sway you backwards, so be careful. One little tip I found really helpful here is to move the blocks fairly wide. That's going to give you more stability. Left hand down, left hand to block, transfer weight to right hand, lift up, revolved half moon. That's one. Switch. Switch. That's two. Switch. Switch. That's three. I'm losing my balance. Switch. Back. Lift. Lift. That's four. One more. 5 will do. Up, half moon. Other side, revolve half moon. Exhale, drop that foot. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, prayer. Can you feel that in your glute, your right glute? Standing leg, good. So legs are getting a nice workout, but so is the core of the body. We're really working out the global stabilization system here. We're learning how to transfer load between the upper and lower body, getting into some major muscles here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen crown to tail. This time, we're going to start with the right leg up. Right hand up, half moon. Right hand down. Left hand up, leg stays up the whole time. There's one. Switch. There's two. Switch. 3. Switch. 4. Switch. Last one. 5. Switch. Exhale, release the weight. Come down. Ready for our rest. Ha ha ha. Block handy. Forward fold, step, float, walk back, push-up pose. Strong push-ups here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready to pass the bundle behind the back. Lift the feet, lift the head, lift the arms, rotate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, hands on the shoulders, knees wide. Child pose. Rest the elbows, rest the head. Breathe through the nose, quicker recovery. Exhale, come onto the sit bones, have a block handy, or whatever you've got. Towel, pillow, slipper, anything. So this last round will be a little bit of core work and then we'll do a cool down. Grab the back of the thighs, shoulders back, I'll turn sideways. So have that nice V shape between the thighs and the chest. We'll start with one leg at a time. Lift right, drop right, lift left. That's 1. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold up, both feet, knees bent. Have your block handy. Straighten the legs if you can. Good. Palms to heaven. Good. Grab the block. You're just going to touch the ground on the right side and then the left side. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come down onto your back, bend the knees, have your block handy or whatever you're using. Bring whatever you're using between the knees. Feet up. Shins parallel, toes curled back. You can relax the hands. Open the feet out as wide as you can so you knock knee. Knees are pressing against block. Now lower the feet down and touch your big toes on the mat and then lift them up 1 inch. Keep the block. Close the feet. Now lift the knees up, shins parallel. That's 1 rep. Feet wide, down touch, feet together, lift up. There's 2. Keep going. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Woo! Exhale, remove the block. Now take the block or a cushion or a blanket, lift the hips and just support yourself in a supported back bend. We're starting to cool down now. So bring something under the hips to elevate the hips. Gently stretch the legs, stretch the arms. Come into a full body stretch in the back bend. Feel the belly hollow out. Feel the stretch in the abdominals. And feel the armpits stretch out. So you're creating 3 scoots or 3 ponds. The 3 pond stretch. Palms face the sky. Exhale, bend the right knee and hug the right knee towards your right shoulder. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Ha. Grab the right foot with the left hand and come into pigeon pose. Pull that foot towards your ribs. Ha. Release your glutes. Release your piriformis here. Exhale, release, clasp the thigh, extend the right foot to heaven. Toes curled back. Now push the thigh into your hands so your shoulders come away from your ears. Keep pushing the foot up, spread the toes out, toes curled back. Exhale, release the right leg. Change legs, pick up the left. Squeeze the left, extend the right. Bring that knee back towards you. Grab the left foot, come into pigeon pose on the left side. Oi. Now grab the back of the thigh, clasp the hands, straighten the left leg, hamstring stretch, calf muscle stretch, toes curled back, spread the toes. Now start to push the hamstring into your fingers so your shoulders come away from the ears. You get that nice shoulder release. That upper trap gets a little release after all those push-ups, all those overhead presses. Exhale, release the left leg. Drop both feet to the floor. Lift the hips, remove whatever you're sitting on. Stand the feet nice and wide. Drop both knees to the left. Reach your right arm above the head. Not too big a reach, just like a luxurious yawn in the morning. If you want a little more traction here, lift the left foot onto the right thigh. So the left foot's going to help traction out. You'll feel this as a stretch in the right rib cage and the right abdominal, the right oblique. And then change sides. Release the foot. Bring the knees to the right. The left hand has a nice luxurious stretch. Just open up the left rib cage. Breathe into the left lung. And then the right foot can traction out the left side a little more. And you can apply as much pressure or traction as you like here. And when you're ready, unwind and come into Savasana. Just let your whole body celebrate all the work you've just done. It's a celebration. When the body works hard for a positive result, when you make effort like this, connecting mind, body, and breath, there's a delightful celebration in all of your cells. If you had a microscope right now, there'd be little parties all throughout the body with the cells going, yippee, hooray, thank you. Thank you for all the blood supply, the oxygen that you've just sent to me. And when the cells of the body celebrate, we start to feel younger, more vital. more natural. And in that celebration, the body relaxes, lets go. It feels safe. And start to notice the breath. And allow your focus to expand outwards to your environment, the sounds. So even though you're here in this particular place, your awareness can expand and include the context of your house, your street, your neighborhood. And even though you're in this moment now, you can expand your attention to the past and the future, feeling this moment as a context for the rest of the day, how this practice might inform your day. Gently bend the knees and allow yourself to roll to one side, curling up. And then take a moment to come to a comfortable seat, and we'll just close our practice in gratitude. My left ankle cramps out a little bit, so I'm going to extend my left leg. Find good posture here. Shoulders back and down. Open up the central channel of the body, nice and tall. Let the skin be soft. Lift the corners of the mouth. And thank you for joining me in this first ever yoga sculpt at home. Namaste. Thank you very much for your company. I'm just going to turn the video off. I'll be right there. And I will